The other day I was talking with an entrepreneur and we were talking about processes, and I saw her eyes kind of or disappear in the horizon. I find processes super sexy. And if you're an entrepreneur excited about growing your profit and your productivity, then processes should be your priority. See what I did there? Welcome back to 5 Minutes to Reclaim Your Time, the series in which every day I give you a productivity tips under 5 minutes that helps you reclaim your time. My name is Arnaud Sizi. I'm your peaceful productivity coach. Pumped to be here today because we're talking about the power of processes in boosting your productivity, and more precisely, how to make processes sexy. We'll talk about understanding processes and what they really are, the need for processes, and as usual, the secret sauce, how to make them sexy. So let's jump right into it, guys. What is a processes? What are processes? It's just a shortcut to your productivity. If you imagine that you're in a jungle and you're lost and you know that you need to go on the other side somehow, and you have a machete and you just go through the jungle like this, it's long, it's arduous, it's dangerous. But if you make it on the other side, you won. Now let's say that you need to go through this jungle regularly. Do you want every time to create a new path? That will be maybe a little bit better than the previous one, but that you need to create? Or do you want to use the path that you've already created? That's processes for you guys. Isn't it sexy already? The need for process in entrepreneurship. As an entrepreneur, we love shiny things. We love newness. We love new strategies because they are always holding the promise of something better, more profit, more clients, more consistent flow of leads. It looks so sexy when it's new, and processes look like the opposite of that. I don't want to spend some time writing down what I need to do. I don't want to break the flow. I don't want to break the momentum. Well, yeah, but most probably any strategy that you want to implement will require some form of iteration. And if you iterate something, it's good to know which path you've taken in the past. So we're going to get into how you can make creating processes sexier for yourself and your team. Before we do that, if you want to reclaim your time, you can go to peacefulproductivity.coach/reclaim your time and get my free tools to reclaim your time. That's free from me to you guys. Enjoy, rock and roll. So how do you implement processes that are sexy? Well, I have no idea. Well, I'll tell you what's working for me and for my clients. It's finding the fun into it, finding the creative aspect into it. Because once you have a process into place, it's beautiful, but it's never quite over. You always want to come and tweak it a little bit. What I recommend entrepreneurs do is that they start on a high level, not going into a super level of details, just the big part of the processes. For example, let's say that we're talking about content creation. The big parts would be find the idea, record, edit, publish. You start there. And then you share it with your team. You find the idea, I record, you edit, you publish. And you start there, as simple as that. And then you use the same technique that I shared with you guys regarding AI. So be sure to check this video if you haven't. It's in the same series. And you let each person develop their own little process within the box that you give them. So for example, the edit person would be like, okay, I take the file, I put it in my editing software, and I do first a rough cut, then a more precise cut, I send it for review, and then I have my final cut. That's just an example. And over time, you, as the process owner, you can refine this, and each of the person in the blocks can refine it as well. If you want more details about that, just put your questions below this video or in a review if you're listening on Apple Podcast or Spotify. As usual, thank you for your time. I really appreciate you, busy entrepreneur, giving me some of yours. And as usual, peace.